of that gang repping the shit and acting like they're a part of it. Yo, that's not smart. That's not smart at all. That's like people riding motorcycles and wearing patches on their vest, but they're not a part of anything. Yo, you better hope to God the real 1%ers don't see you wearing that shit. I don't care if it's a tattoo, they'll cut it off. I'm not kidding. I've seen some wild shit in my life. They fucked up. Yeah. Darkness is coming for them. And they don't know. This devil energy isn't outside the will of God. This devil energy is their judgment. Oh, they gonna get it. I'm not even really allowed to say what all they're gonna get. I'm just telling you what they did and what got them this contract. It's not the contract they wanted. 6 of Pentacles. Oh, you'll get something. You're just not gonna get what you think you're getting from me. You're just not gonna get what you think you're getting from me. What the fuck, y'all? 4 of Swords. You ain't got nothing to worry about. These beings said you ain't got nothing to worry about. They ain't doing nothing to you. You're God's favorite. You're one of God's favorite children. Why on earth would they touch you? They're not fucking with their immortality. They like who they are. They like where they're at. They like what God created them to be. They're not going against their creator. I don't know why people think, jeez. Jeez. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. You know, I've been like looking into, you know, stories of creation and different like mythologies, and you know, I've been studying the word, the Torah a lot in scripture, and I'm really seeing how it's all one. I'm really seeing how it's all one. Like when I revisit Nerd of the Word and I delete the 2 videos that I've already posted and I start from scratch and I do it over again. Yeah, we're going to bring it in like the full edition. The full edition. I mean, it's so much more than what people think it is. I mean, even if you just look in Genesis, the earth was desolate and a ruin and everything was darkness and void, right? Darkness and void. Look at the Greek mythology of creation, right? Everything came out of the darkness and void. Look at, and even if you look at like in Greek, how Gaia was a child out of darkness, out of a child of darkness. And then if you look in Genesis, in the book of, oh my gosh, the earth was just desolate and a ruin until the Ruach, the face, the breath, the presence of Yahuwah came across the, do you not understand that planets literally have DNA and it's a soul inside that body? The planet is a body. The moment that the soul integrates in the planet then, just like when a soul incarnates in a human body, the soul imprints on the DNA and the DNA starts expressing all the information within the genome according to the soul. That's why the planets in our solar system are different, because they have a different soul that imprinted in the DNA within the planetary body. It's a body. It's a body. And what's inside that body is a child of God. And they're all uniquely different. I really am like hinting at a very profound understanding of something. And I don't know if everyone's picking up what I'm laying down, but if you are, cool. If you are, cool. All right? If you're picking it up, cool. Because I'm laying it down. Damn, people need to know the truth about everything. We need to know the truth, because what we've been taught ain't what's real. But the truth is there. It's just scattered and broken into pieces and then separated. You got to put it all together, right? Kind of like Torah and tarot should have never been separated. Ever. All right? It was just whatever. 2 of Swords. We're going to cut that shit. They're cursed. They're cursed. And they're cursed by something mighty and terrible if need be. cursed by something mighty and terrible if need be. 10 of Pentacles, because you're God's inheritance, and ain't a finger gonna touch a hair on your head. They aren't gonna touch a hair on your head. Shame on this person for thinking they can do that. Shame on this person. Shame on them. How dare they? They really thought they could do this. It's all good. They're done. They're screwed. They're screwed. They fucked. Yeah, I bet they are mad their spell work doesn't work on you. They're about to be mad for a lot of other reasons because it's coming down on them. We got the Lovers, Ace of Wands. We got the King of Swords. Damn, heavy Gemini energy, or just air sign and fire sign in general, but okay. Emperor. And then the Queen of Wands. Yeah, that's air sign and fire sign energy, all right. With the Knight and Death. Y'all, fuck around with a Lady of the Dark. Fuck around with Lady of the Night. Fuck around with a Mister of Chaos. Fuck around with these energies. F around, find out day. F around, find out day. Woo! FAFO. FAFO. They gonna find out. Empress. Emperor. With the King of Swords and Queen of Wands. You smart. You smart with it. And you got the energy. Look, whatever you're building is backed by God. And whoever tried to stop it, they're cursed. And you're about to be exalted. Your work's about to be increased. I feel that. I feel your works are about to be increased. They stupid. They stupid. They big stupid. All right, let me set this aside for a second. Let me pull a Moonology card. Yeah, let's find out. Let's find out. What's going on? Don't let your past hold you back. Oh, don't let the door hit you with the good Lord split you. The world won't miss you. Fuck no, we won't even remember this person. Life will move on without them. They'll return to dust, and the world won't even know their name. Death and decay is the sinner's way. Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. You have help. You're getting reinforcements. There's forces trying to stop your works, or you're going to have forces come in and increase your works and strengthen your works. Just saying. Make new friends. Make new friends. Make friends with them. And give praise to God that you have more friends. Oh, yeah. We got both cards out here of Taurus. Full moon in Taurus and new moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. Here is that practical plan. Spirit coming through. Heavy. Strong. Guess what? Prosperity now lies ahead. This recent new moon may have been significant. There may have been some energies that are just eclipsing out because they done fucked up. We gonna balance the scales. Oh shit. I haven't had Anubis come through that strong in a reading before, but he just came through very strong, and he showed me him weighing someone's heart, and that shit was like, oh, it was so nasty. Oh, their heart was disgusting. Oh, and he shushed me. He looked at me after he saw me see. Oh, yo. I'm not even really allowed to know what they're about to do to this person. But new moon eclipse. Did a card really just come out? The new moon eclipse card just came out. Expect a powerful change. Adjustments are required. Yeah, adjustments are required. They need an adjustment. They need an adjustment. What the fuck? Believe in the impossible, y'all. Believe in the impossible. Someone believed in something foolish and dumb. And it's... It's all good. You about to get a lump sum, y'all. A lump sum of energy coming for you. Wow. So, if it's been unnecessarily difficult for you to tend to that apple tree, it's okay. The apple tree is about to grow exponentially. It's about to skyrocket. It's about to be a monster tree. You're going to be like, holy heck. You're going to walk outside and the tree's going to be like bigger than any apple tree. That like it's going to be beyond the normal, like trees aren't even supposed to get that big, but yours did. Yours did. It's got the biggest fruits. People are going to think that shit was like genetically engineered. Nah, it was spiritually engineered. It's different. It's different. Oh, wow. This ain't abuse of God's creation. It is God's creation. Truth be told. Yang. They can't pay. They cannot pay. They've lost something too. They lost something. They lost something substantial. They lost their birthright. That's crazy. They lost their spiritual birthright. They're casted off. Yo, you're on the way to the land of milk and honey. 14 or 51 could be significant. They should have just left you alone. Loyal heart reverse, by the book reverse. This is exactly what I'm talking about. You know, their heart was weighed. They thought they were doing something slick to you. They did something very damaging to themselves, very damaging to their soul. And you can't go back from this. This is one of those kind of spiritual crimes where, like, you're done. You're done. You fucked up. You're done. Like, there's no ice water in hell. Okay? You're just going to have to deal with that torment now. You wished it on someone else. I mean, seriously, they wished it on you, so that's what they're getting. It's something serious. Treasure Island reverse. Soulmates. Because literally, like, oh my gosh. Let's just go crazy. For some of you, these are literally your family, and that's why it's so crazy. That's why it's so crazy. Like, could you imagine if someone came up to me and tried to hire me as a spiritual hitman against my own son, and they didn't even realize they just tried to hire me against my own son? Yeah. So not only did you just reveal yourself to me, but you're an enemy of my son? And you're out of line? Okay. Okay. I got something for you. It's going to be bad. It's going to be terrible. You're not going to come back from this. And you have a big blessing coming your way. A big blessing. You're seen in favor. You're seen in favor because you've been persevering. You've been resilient. You've been strong. Look at this first card that came out. Destruction of enemies. Okay? Destruction of enemies. Damn. And you're going through this purification. You're going through a purification. Someone could be working with Hindu gods. There could be something significant about Kundalini. As soon as I say Kundalini, I pulled to this fertility and sex card. That's interesting. And then writing or a person's legacy. Yeah, they sealed their fate. They sealed it. They sealed their fate. They're done. Salvation. Isis energy. Yo. That's freaking crazy. That's really crazy. What they wanted to happen to you will never happen to you. And because they want that to happen to you, you're about to get a lot of increase in your life. You're getting a lot of increase in your life. So much increase. The energy that they harvested is being returned to you. And this is a fated event. You're getting more spiritual gifts too. Oh, they didn't like what you were building? Okay. You don't like that someone's building a temple of God? Okay. It's God's work. Literally, I knew it. I knew that's what this was. You're doing God's work and they tried to stop you. And then they try to petition something to unalive you or do something to you or stop your work. Your work is about to be exalted. Oh, I just saw a flash of light in the room. It's about to be exalted. Exalted. Your truth is heard. God's work. This is a fated event. You're about to be spread across. Whatever you're working on, it's about to spread like wildfire and it can't be stopped. You've been resilient. You've been strong. You've been faithful. You've been obedient. You've been dealing with all these attacks, and then your enemy took it too far, and it's done. It's done. It's done. I've been getting this new car thing coming out a lot, okay? New baby, new car, purified, cleansed, smooth sailing, clear skies. You've got a lot of new things and upgrades coming your way. You're reclaiming your throne. Surprise money. Yo, this surprise money you're going to create a business with. As soon as I said that, Millionaire Big Money came out. Proposal, famous, star status. This is your divine mission. They thought they were going to stop you. Okay. Watch this. Watch this spiritual protection. Watch this God's work. Watch this surprise money, because you're accepted and approved and they're denied, rejected. They're not getting it. And you're about to be exalted. You're about to be famous. Like for some of you, yeah, that's what I'm picking up on. You're about to get a huge amount of money and you're going to make a big ass business out of it. And you're going to be very well known and everyone's going to know your name. Or know your works or whatever. Like it's inspired somebody to do better. Now, why in the hell would God allow anything to happen to somebody who's literally doing the hardest work of God on earth? Your mission ain't easy, and you're doing it, and you're committed to it, and you're true. Your heart is lighter than a feather. There's aim. Oh, hell no, there's aim. Expect new. You're going to be like rocking, repping, driving, eating, wearing the new. But you also got this spiritual inheritance is really the most important part. I mean, yeah, your material life's going to change. Yeah, millionaire, big money. It's great. It is great. But like, I'm more interested in this new activations, this DNA spiritual upgrades, and this ancestral gifts. Because like, imagine you know, yeah, like I said, they petitioned your family to unalive you. You escaped death because it was never going to come for you. It was never going to come for you. Why would death come for you if death loves you and respects you and appreciates your life? Do people not understand what death, the purpose of death serves? Do people not understand the purpose of darkness? Do people not? Apparently not. Apparently not. You're receiving good karma and you're about to have godlike abilities. And I feel that. And it's because of what you are. Like, you're not human. So your hybrid DNA is activating. And they never wanted to see this happen. Too bad. Too bad. Too freaking bad. They shouldn't have done it. They shouldn't have done what they did. This was awful. This was a terrible thing for them to do. You got this Nine of Cups, Magician, and the Moon. You've got some wish fulfillment and blessings coming through that you don't even know about. You don't even know about it. You don't even know what's coming in for you. And your enemies don't even know what's coming in for them. Your enemies are waiting for a response on their petition to the gods and goddesses that they tried to unalive your ass with. Meanwhile, you're just working diligently and you don't even have a clue that you got a surprise big favored blessing coming your way. It kind of worked out in your favor that this person tried this shit in a way, because it increased you substantially. So I don't know, whatever. I guess they the sacrifice. They wanted you to be the sacrifice. They're the sacrifice. They're the fucking sacrifice. Put them on the altar. Put them on the altar. They want to sacrifice my son. They want to sacrifice my descendant. They want to sacrifice my chosen one. They want to sacrifice my elected one down there in the mortal realm. They want to sacrifice God's champion. Put them on the altar. Put them on the altar. Or send them to hell. I mean, there's so many places we can get creative. We can get creative. Their punishment's severe. Their punishment is so severe. Yo, I wouldn't wish that on anyone. They getting what they asked for and a lot more. They're getting a lot more than what they asked for. They wanted you to go through something terrible. They're going to get it a lot worse. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait. They don't even know. It's going to hit them in a time like, look, divine timing. Some people got a love-hate relationship with that word, divine timing. This person, it's going to be devastating because they're not going to know this is coming. They're not going to know this is coming. They're going down the toilet. Someone tried to do toilet magic on you. What the fuck? I saw that. Someone tried to do toilet magic on you. Toilet magic, yeah, it's a thing. Look, there's all sorts of things out there, and some things can be used within the well, and some things just never should be done. You know, and I'm not gonna say what's what. You should talk to God about that. I'm not the judge. You ask God what's within the will and what should never be done. Right? Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Pentacles in the night. It's hidden to you. The night and death and the Tower. So they just get terrible, awful punishment, and you get next level upgrade activations and abilities. You mess with gods and goddesses, and this is what happens. Okay? Okay? That's so crazy. That's so crazy. They might have even tried to do. They did. Someone did. It ain't everyone, but someone in this message did do this, what I'm about to say. They tried to wear other people's energy when they approach this entity. Do you think Anubis wears the energy, weighs the energy you're wearing, or do you think Anubis weighs your heart? Do you think Anubis weighs your mask? Do you think we put your mask on the scale? Do you think we put your front on the scale? Do you think we put that harvested energy on the scale? No. We put your soul, your heart on that fucking scale. They're an idiot. They thought they could fool God. They literally thought they could undermine and undermine the rule and authority of God, and thought that they could fool God's children. Yo, they're going to hell. The sun and the moon. The sun and the moon. We're going to shine a light on it. Justice, justice, devil. They're going to get their justice from the devil. Not even kidding. Oh my gosh. They're going to wish they didn't. They're so this curse they put upon themselves is really nothing to laugh about. It's nothing pleasant. It's nothing good. It's awful. But it's what they get. It's what they get. They're bound to this shit too. They can't ever get out of this. This is forever now. Eternal damnation of their soul. There's some things you just shouldn't do. You know? They just shouldn't have done that. That was not good of them to do, was it? No. Mm-mm. Ace of Wands. You're going to have a creative, passionate new beginning. You could be a King of Swords or a King of Wands. Male or female doesn't really matter, but for someone, yeah, you definitely, there's masculine energy that this is for. You're the masculine energy. You're the one that was doing God's work. And a feminine energy tried to stop you. They fucked up. And all right, there's an interesting dynamic I just picked up on, because I don't normally really feel the need to specify gender, and you can always flip them and reverse it. It's a collective reading, so I will sometimes specify on micros, so that way some people can get a personal reading within a collective, but then the collective can still get the collective reading. That's why discernment is important when watching these kinds of things on the internet. You know, always talk to your intuition and your guides first to make sure this is your message. But there's something about you being a star in a dominated field by another gender. So, for example, you could be a male that is very talented and good in a field of work that's dominated by females. And a jealous little Jezebel kind of energy didn't like that. Didn't like to see a divine masculine in that field. Okay. All right. That's interesting. That's real interesting. And for some of you, it's the exact opposite thing. You're the feminine. You're the feminine energy. And you are the best of the best in a predominantly male dominated industry. And these men never wanted to see you succeed. They never wanted to see you outshine them. This is unbalanced. Their energy's unbalanced as shit. They're just so out of whack, out of place, out of line. They won't get any rest. There's no rest for the wicked. I hope they understand that. Yo, eternal thirst sucks. Eternal. Yo, whatever the curse that they have, it's eternal. Forever. It never ends. Yo, that's like, I don't want that on anyone, but that's what they get. That's what they fucking get. Damn. I'm going to use myself as an example because literally, even though this is a collective reading, I just now, I didn't feel it at all throughout this whole reading. I just now felt my personal energy in this King of Swords card, in this collective reading, which is interesting. So I guess I'm going to use myself as an example. I didn't know that someone did this. I just found out doing y'all's reading that someone tried to do this to me too. Okay. Wow, I just realized too. Oh, that's funny. Thank you for that. I'm not going to say their name. It doesn't matter. They're gone. We'll forget them. We're going to forget them. They don't have a name no more. They're nameless. Damn. All right. So I'm a divine masculine, right? I do tarot readings. You know, for the longest time, that was pretty much dominated predominantly like 70% divine feminines. Divine feminines were the high priestesses. And unfortunately, in the fallen world, there weren't really a whole lot of ascended divine masculines. I'm not trying to offend anyone, but like in the denser world that we were coming out of, there was an imbalance of energy. The like masculine, it was a patriarchal society and they were trying to dominate the divine feminines, and then the feminines were actually divine. I'm not saying there weren't divine masculines. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying the majority of the world was out of balance. So I'm guessing, you know, me being a male tarot reader, there was like some female energy that was jealous and hateful of what I was doing and how good I was at it, and they tried to petition something to do something to me, and they fucked up. And I'm a part of this collective reading. I haven't had that happen. Well, not in a way where I felt like I needed to address it in the reading. So I guess this is a warning to someone. If you did this to me, you're going to hell. And if you did this to someone else in the collective, you're going to hell. A different kind of hell, a special kind of hell, just for you. It's going to take you some time before you get there, though. You're going to wish you were there by the time you die. You're going to wish you were in hell by the time you die. Because you're going to go through so much hell while you're alive, you're going to ask for relief. And then when you get relief, you don't actually get it. You just get the rest of your judgment. Fire and brimstone. Yeah, you shouldn't have done that. I didn't even know you did that until I did this collective reading. Well, now I know your name. I know the name of the person that did this to me. Wow, I didn't realize I was one of the micros within this macro reading. Funny. Funny how that happens, right? Okay, y'all. F around, find out day. F around, find out day. So you one of the best of the best, I guess. Justice. Yeah, look at that. Justice. Justice, injustice. Look, we gonna correct it. 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords. And they're gonna be stuck. And you're gonna be this lover's 9 of Pentacles. You're gonna be this lover's 9 of Pentacles. All right? You're gonna be self-sufficient, maintaining, self-sustaining. You don't need anyone. You don't need anything. You've already built it. You've already got a base. And they're going to build off the base you've already built. They were so worried about that little apple tree. And they never wanted to see it get any bigger. And that apple tree is going to be a supernatural tree. It's going to be a monument. Like 100 years from now, It's going to be like an archaeological discovery of like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just going to be crazy. It's going to be like bigger than the redwood sequoia trees. And it's an apple tree. How does an apple tree get that big? I don't know. Ask God. He increases works of his seeds. Ace of Pentacles. I literally just pulled the seed card when I said that. Now we're at the 10. It's been some time. You were in the 7 of Pentacles for a while, just pushing, just grinding, just pushing, just grinding. You had people trying to stop you. You had people doing spell work on you. You had people doing anything and everything they can to try to stop you from doing God's mission. And then they took it too far because they got desperate, because they were mad that their spell work didn't work. And it's funny. The person that did it to me, they're mad because I outed them in a video. I explained exactly what they did. And they were pissed that I saw that they did that. They were pissed that I knew what they were doing. How did you know that? How did that not work? How did that always works? My magic always works. Bitch, I'm a son of God. You better bend the knee before I have your head. 10 of Cups. Round of applause for how this ended. Yay! Hallelujah! Ace of Pentacles. You get blessed, they get cursed. It's just like that. Jeez. This is a terrible energy for them. It's great for you. It's great for you. You're going to be exalted, exalted. Yo. Exalted, exalted. What the fuck? All right. I think the message came through, y'all. That was wild. I was not expecting this reading had a couple firsts for me in it, you know. I had some beings approach me very clearly in this reading. That was a first for me, for those particular energies to be that clear to me. That was a first to me. For me to be a micro example in the collective macro, that was also kind of a first. So, hey, it's a new day. It's a new day. It's a new day. All right. New things are happening all the time. It's a new day. Wow. Thank God. Thank you, God. God is a perfect judge. Wow. All right. I'm gonna leave this reading here because that shit was crazy. That was a crazy ass reading. I'm gonna check out. If you like the way that I read, please be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you, and I will see you on the next collective message.